Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be...
Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Palmer, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Burrow on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Gun. 11 empty. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
11 coming. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Williams, a man in motion right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's Eckler again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Well, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On one, ready?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
11.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
11, 18, 11.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
But he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that moment was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards. But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25. I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play. Running on first down, Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that...
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 empty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On one, ready?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A handoff, it's Eckler. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th in a very critical drive. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
With baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. This is Smith with the ground. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow will throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
35-35. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Herbert. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They snap it to Herbert. Complete, Goddard, and he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On the give, this is Eckler to about the 48-yard line.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 11. 148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run here with Eckler, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Chargers 42.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's a gain of 34.
And the Bengals first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They'll take a knee. The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs. As we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.